Well, Steadfast Flyin, here is the day. And we're gonna go for a drive this morning, and then we're gonna head over to the Steadfast open house. So a lot of cars, you'll see a lot of cars in the background, but let's take a walk, and it is here. We're gonna do a Steadfast tour. Got Scott and Adam Miller. What do you guys have to say today?
Well,
I know.
Hope it doesn't rain.
It's not gonna rain.
Let me tell you, we're praying for two things: safety first, and the Steadfast chassis second. So if that all works out. We'll
Adam
be good.
said he's gonna win.
We're probably gonna win it, and then we're probably gonna have to go ahead and call Brookville and get a body on the way and go from there.
I bet Henry already has a body.
Well, he may. We may just tell him to go ahead and start building it.
But what are you gonna do when I actually win it?
Well, then I would just figure you'll hand over your car, and I'll take care of it for a while you.
Adam
build
can be the
another one.
caretaker. Adam can be the caretaker.
He can. I'll sell you my Roadster or sedan.
Well,
The payment plan will be great. Payment plan for Adam will be great.
Well, we're on the road, and we got Matt in front of us. It's starting to rain a little bit, just enough to get the cars wet. But we're gonna check out Matt's Roadster in front of us. Laura, what are you doing today?
Kevin?
Tell us about Steadfast Hot Rods, Laura.
I don't know anything about it.
You got a cool shirt on.
I'm gonna kick you.
Mixing all the names up. She's gonna draw the lucky winner, right, of the giveaway chassis. Let's take a look at the chassis.
Coming out. It really means a lot. Before I give this chassis away, I kind of want to throw something out there. It's a lot of you guys know where I stand with the whole going to church and God thing, so I'm going to lay this out for everybody. Just something God's called us to do, and the main reason I want to give this chassis away is so that I could get everybody in here looking to win a chassis and kind of tell them a little bit about God. It's not easy. There's a lot of people around, so don't think I'm not nervous. My stomach's burning, my legs are knocking. I'm ready to cry, but He's done a lot for us. I can't take credit for any of this. I've had, hands down, the worst month that I've had in a long time, and it's because the enemy doesn't want me to give you guys what I'm about to tell you. I wrote it down on, see my hand shaking. I wrote it down on index cards because I wanted to come from the heart. I didn't want to tell any one of you guys something off of a piece of paper because I didn't want you to think that I didn't mean it. But figure out how far ahead of myself I've got. First off, I'd just like to see a show of hands. Whose life is perfect? If anybody can tell me right now their life is perfect, I'd like for you to raise your hand. Nobody in here thinks their life is perfect.
I'm pretty close.
I was going to say, because if your life's perfect, I'm not talking to them guys. I'm talking to the guys that know that something's missing or something could be better. In this chassis, it's like, whoever wins this chassis, they're going to be happy. They're going to be happy for a minute. The next thing you know, they're going to get home and they're going to think, oh man, I need these wheels and tires, and I need this motor, and I need this trim. And the trans don't go, by the way. I need the body, I need the radiator. And it's like, once you start processing, I mean, this chassis is a valuable chassis, but at the end of the day, like if you're not prepared financially, it's going to turn into a burden. And then you're going to start stressing, and if you can't afford it, it's just not going to be something good. And we're not meant to be fulfilled with things like this. I know when it comes to cars, you know, it's like some guys have an abundance of cars, and it's like, if one car made them happy, they wouldn't need another car. And if 3 cars made them happy, they wouldn't need another car. It's like, the cars aren't made to fulfill us. The shows, I've watched builder after builder after builder build another car and go out and win Hot Rod of the Year. Well, then the next year there's somebody who built a car 10 times better. And then there's the following year, somebody builds a car 10 times better. And it's like, where does it stop? Like, where does it stop? What are we meant to be fulfilled by? Like I said, most of you guys know where I stand. First off, some people might not know or might not think there is a God. One of the things that I kind of want to throw out there is like, people look at our chassis and they say a lot of cool things about like the way they sit, the way they look. Everybody in here would understand that that took a designer. It took somebody to build it. It took somebody to kind of lay out the parts in the proper way. And you know, you guys have faith in me because you're thinking this thing's going to come out of here and go down the road straight, but I can't guarantee you that. It's like, it's crazy that you can have faith in me, just a man that's making mistakes day after day after day, but I don't try to, I just do. You know, I have faith that I'm going to build this thing to go down the road straight, but sometimes people don't have faith that there was a guy that designed and built all of this. So, some of the basic facts that I want to throw out there. It's like Jesse Green's around here somewhere. Where's he at?
All the way in the back.
All the way in the back. Jesse built a Maverick that went 200 miles an hour. And everybody knows I don't think Maverick was supposed to go 200 miles an hour. And it's like, man, we believe in Jesse. I love Jesse. Jesse's one of my best friends. But it's crazy, like, guys think that, or nobody would think that that car just fell out of the air. Nobody would have thought that that car just built itself. And it's like, it's crazy to think that our Earth built itself. The Earth at the equator spins at 1,000 miles an hour. The Earth moves around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. Sorry, Jesse, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, man. But 200 miles an hour ain't a whole heck of a lot. Our solar system, our Earth, and everything in it moves through the galaxy at 490,000 miles per hour. So it's kind of wild to think like, there's people out there that think that somebody didn't design it like that. Something as complicated as our bodies, the way it works, the way we work, it's nuts to me that people don't think it took a designer or a creator. Still shaking. So the same builder, that same engineer, the guy that made our Earth and our world do what it's doing, and made our bodies do what it's doing, he wants a relationship with each and every one of us. As Christians, as true Christians, I'm not talking to Christians that are out there that are taking your money. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I've had a few guys give us some parts on this, but a lot of this come out of the Steadfast account. The reason I did this was because I'm not a preacher out there. There's nothing in this for me. I'm not here to take your money. I'm not here to try to sell you on a job. Like, our shop is closed. I've got a couple good guys that I'm very thankful for, and I'm building these cars at a point like we're booked. So it's like I'm not trying to score a job from you guys. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to tell you, like, I'm trying to share the good news with you, so that maybe if you want to make that decision, that there is something more and that you want to be part of it. So I kind of don't know where I'm at. So what's a Christian look like? A Christian doesn't look like a suit and tie and a Cadillac on Sunday. A Christian looks like you, looks like you. I mean, they can have tattoos, that's okay. You know, they don't fit a certain mold, and they're gonna mess up. There's plenty of people who say, oh, hey, I don't fit a church because so-and-so did this. Well, what makes you the judge? You know, I'm sure that there's things that we've done too, and it's like, none of us are gonna get it right. But, luckily for us, and we've all seen some horrible paint jobs. You know, I mean, every day the enemy's trying to lay out a lot of orange peel. And Jesus is our buffer. Like, if we just choose a life with Jesus, he'll buff that out and make us presentable in the eyes of God. We live in a world right now that's constantly changing. You know, people are going to sit here and say, you know, 32 that's not so. It's told that it's not so. There was a time people would say that about Model A's. People would say that about Model T's. I've never even seen a horseless carriage in the junkyard. So it's like someday these things aren't going to last. Whoever wins this chassis, I can guarantee it's either going to rust up or you're going to die and it's going to go to somebody else. It's not something you can take with you. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm offering something that everybody can leave here with something way more valuable than that chassis. And that's a life with God. I've got guys here from my church. I'm here. If anybody wants to go down to a river today, I'm all about going down and getting wet. We can talk this through. Like I said, I want to give you guys something that I found peace in. And that's God. Before we pull a name for this chassis, if you guys don't mind, let's pray. Amen. Hey, nobody has a problem with, we dropped 2 names in there for Greg Stokes in New Zealand. His government cracked down and he really wanted to be here, but he couldn't be, so we put 2 names in there for him. I'll stick around and pull it out.
Lift it up, Henry.
Okay.
Stand up,
How hot?
Henry.
Keep digging. Stir them around. Who is it? Is it Frank Keller? Where's Frank? Yeah. Well, we're home from the Steadfast open house. It was a great weekend, a great time. We got home about 9:30 tonight, but thanks to everyone that attended the cookout, that went on the drive with us. Thanks to Henry and team for setting up the whole open house and inviting everyone to your shop. And that's the end of the video. That's it. See you next time.